Here we have a problem to do with gradient. How do I know it's to do with gradient? Well, it says, are they parallel? And if they have the same gradient, then they're parallel. So we just need to find the gradient of line A and the gradient of line B, and if they're the same, they're parallel. If they're not, then they're not parallel. So, a bit of exam technique. Don't just dive in with the algebra. Tell the examiner what you're doing. We're doing line A first, so write line A. Copy the equation out. Now we need to make y the subject so we can read off the gradient. So I don't like the minus 4y, so I'm just going to move that term to the other side. Or add 4y to both sides if you prefer to think of it like that, which is preferable actually. I'm going to take away 5 from both sides. And then I'm going to divide by 4. Now try to resist the temptation to write that. It's correct, but it's not very helpful. We're trying to work out the gradient. So how many x are there? Well, here's a better way to do it. Just divide both of the separate terms by 4. It's perfectly acceptable and better in this case because we can see the gradient very clearly is just 3/4. Okay, line A is done. Line B. Look how clear it is for the examiner to see what you've done. Now, line B, we have to work out the gradient by using change in y over change in x. So I've done 3, take away 7. It's the difference between the y's. Divided by -1, subtract 4. I could just as well have done 7, take away 3, divided by 4, subtract -1. Both would give us the same answer. This one simplifies to -4 over -5, which is 4/5. And now, rather than just writing not parallel, which should be very obvious now, 3/4 isn't equal to 4/5, you need to finish the story. So, whilst we've thought in our heads that the gradients are not equal, it's best to write that down. So I'm going to write 3/4 is not equal to 4/5, so not parallel.